Welcome back. This is Marie Louise and thank you for being guided here. Today we're going to continue the journey through the 12 levels of consciousness where we're moving step by step towards acceptance. And just know that each time that you return to these activations, you release another layer that has weighed on your soul and limited creating your highest possible timeline in this lifetime. We began with shame, which was the belief of the mindset and programming of the subconscious mind that tells you I am wrong. And then we worked through guilt, I did wrong. And now we meet apathy, which often says it doesn't matter. So as we move through this activation, you may feel tingling or surges of energy as they move through the body. Remember that you are safe, you are protected, and your high self knows just how much energy you are safe to receive. This may come through strong, or it might come through following days of this activation, however is best for you. If you do feel that you need to slow down the process, you can ask your high self to support you more slowly so that you can function better. These activations are about strengthening your connection to high self, and the key is to ask and to know that you are safe. So a simple way to understand apathy is by the link between depression and the dimmed life force. In many cases, depression is not simply a chemical imbalance. It is a spiritual and energetic state where the life force energy has dimmed so much that the conscious self loses its guiding presence. When this inner flame is so faint, the subconscious mind gets more power and is able to take over, and it runs old programs of fear, shame, guilt, or unworthiness on repeat. Instead of living from conscious choice, the person becomes caught in loops of survival programming. It's safe to stay small, there's no point in trying, I can't change. And this is why depression feels so often like heaviness, stuckness, or numbness rather than a simple sadness. The energy body is almost frozen in a protective state, conserving what little spark remains, and the conscious mind is pushed aside. At the level of apathy, we see the dim most clearly. It's a place of withdrawal, procrastination, and disconnection, and the subconscious is on autopilot, so it keeps the body alive, but not allowing the soul to truly thrive. Healing begins by reigniting that life force energy, gently, consistently, and with compassion. This doesn't mean pushing or forcing motivation. It means creating small openings where that little spark can grow. You breathe deeply and consciously and constantly reminding the body that it's safe, moving in gentle ways, a walk, stretching, shaking off heaviness, and choosing simple, doable actions. One glass of water, one text to a friend, using affirmations that can retrain the subconscious mind. I choose life. I am present. I am ready now. And clearing those subconscious programs around shame, guilt, or apathy programs energetically, so that space can open for new vitality. With each small step, that flame grows stronger and stronger, and the subconsciousness loses its grip, and the conscious self begins to steer again. So when we meet depression with compassion, we no longer see it as a flaw or failure. We can recognize it as life force dimmed, subconscious in control. From here, the work is to nourish that flame back into brightness until the soul feels safe enough to lead once more. Apathy can feel like heaviness. It often arises after carrying too much shame, guilt, or grief. And when the heart grows tired and the nervous system shuts down to protect us, you may recognize apathy in everyday behaviours. that can be struggling to find motivation to get up or move forward. Procrastination, even simple tasks, withdrawing from friends or loved ones, losing interest in hobbies, dreams, or things that once brought you joy, numbing with food, scrolling, TV, or endless sleep, saying to yourself pretty much, what's the point? These are not signs of laziness. These are signs of a system that's overwhelmed and it's frozen. Apathy is not who you are. It is a shield. Beneath it, your life force still flows. So today, we're going to clear that stagnation and gently invite vitality back into your being. As we move through for the activation and clearing, take a deep breath in, arms up if you can, and exhale with a shake of the shoulders. Release that heaviness and repeat that twice more. Shaking the shoulders, releasing all heaviness. And in this practice, just notice where that apathy is living in your body. Perhaps a weight in the chest, fog in the mind, or fatigue in the limbs. Just observe. If you're new to these practices, it's completely normal to still have thoughts that come to the mind. Just gently push them away and bring your attention back to the activation. Okay, so as we move through to the clearing statements, you can say this in your mind or out loud, whichever feels most comfortable for you. I direct my high self and the light of spirit to identify and clear all apathy programs, shut down responses and stagnant codes across all lifetimes, dimensions and ancestral lines. You visualize a pool of still water before you. As you breathe, see a fresh waterfall begin to pour in. Clear water, breaking the stagnation of the pool in front of you. Bringing movement to the water. And you feel this in your body. Repeat the clearing statements either in your mind or out loud. I release the belief that nothing matters. I release the belief that I must stay frozen to survive. Notice the spark of energy lighting up the pool of water. A soft golden flame that spreads warmth up through your toes, up through the legs, and as the light flows up the body, feel any heaviness and watch the light as it dissolves any blocks, clearing the way as it moves up through the belly, into the chest, clearing the throat now. And as the body becomes illuminated by a glow that becomes stronger and stronger, up into the head as it enters the mind. Now surrender into this moment. Feel the love of the universe through this light as it wraps around you and you find comfort in the stillness. As we move now to the clearing statements relating to behavioural loops, say in your mind or out loud, I clear all patterns of apathy expressed as procrastination, withdrawal, hopelessness, or disconnection. These are not who I am. I release them now. And see yourself surrounded by golden green light, filling you with renewal, vitality, and presence. We move through to the integration codes. Say in your mind or out loud, whichever feels most comfortable. I anchor the code of vitality. I embody the remembrance of movement and choice. I am alive. I am present. I open the door to gratitude and love. I am ready now. Note how your body feels, and you can journal this after the activation. And as we take one last deep breath, stand or sit tall, shoulders open, and gently smile. To say loud or in the mind, I am alive. I am present. I am ready now. And so it is. As you move forward through the next few days, notice the small steps that awaken energy. Step outside, write one line in a journal maybe, reach out to someone you trust, and each small action breaks the spell of apathy and reconnects you to life. If this activation has supported you, please do like and subscribe and share to others who can also release the weight of apathy and reconnect with their aliveness. Together, we ripple healing into the world.